So if you're giving your spouse a silent treatment, you think you're being mature. You're actually being cruel. I need to call out something that's destroying marriages across America, and you might be doing it right now thinking you're the good guy. It's the silent treatment. And before you click away thinking, that's not me, let me describe what this actually looks like. Your spouse does something that frustrates you, and instead of yelling or saying something hurtful, you just stop talking. You answer their questions with one-word responses. You avoid eye contact. You go about your business acting like they don't exist. And in your mind, you're thinking, at least I'm not screaming at them. I'm being mature. So let me tell you something. The silent treatment isn't maturity. It's emotional punishment, and it's one of the most destructive things you can do to your marriage. I used to do this to Nancy all the time. When she'd do something that frustrated me, I'd shut down. I'd go silent for hours, sometimes days. I convinced myself I was being the bigger person because I wasn't yelling. But here's what I didn't realize. I was punishing her with my silence. The Bible tells us not to let the sun go down on your anger. And you know why? Because unresolved conflict doesn't just disappear. It festers. When you give your spouse the silent treatment, you're basically putting your marriage in an emotional freezer, and nothing grows in frozen ground. So here's what the silent treatment actually communicates to your spouse. You've hurt me, and now I'm going to hurt you back by withholding my love, my attention, and my communication until you figure out what you did wrong and grovel for my forgiveness. Think about how God communicates with us when we mess up. Does he give us the silent treatment? Does he withdraw his love until we figure out what we did wrong? No. He pursues us. He speaks to us. He invites us into conversation and reconciliation. God gave us words to connect, not to withhold as weapons. Your spouse can't read your mind. They don't know why you're upset if you don't tell them. And making them guess what they did wrong isn't healthy communication. It's a power game. So here's what I learned to do instead. And I want you to try this. When you're tempted to shut down, and then say this exact phrase. I'm feeling frustrated right now, and I need about 20 minutes to cool down. Then I'd like to talk about what happened. Notice what this does. It acknowledges your feelings. It takes responsibility for managing those feelings. It sets a specific timeline for the silence, and it promises future communication. The key is setting a time limit on the silence. 20 minutes to cool down? Well, that's healthy. 24 hours of punishment? That's destructive. Your marriage needs your voice, not your silence. Your spouse needs to hear your heart, not your cold shoulder. If something is bothering you, say something. If you need time to process, say that too. But don't disappear emotionally and call it maturity. What conversation have you been avoiding? What frustration have you been harboring in silence? It is time to break the cycle and choose communication over punishment.